about one of my passions, working with charities and touching the lives of people that I know and perhaps that I don't know. How does one define a defining moment? Why have I chosen to be involved with the YMCA as a cheerleader and as a canvasser? And how has this work allowed me to have some defining moments? My story with the Y begins in 2006. I had just finished an exhausting campaign with JDRF, and the phone rang. And it was Peter Campbell, and Ruth Ann Winter had suggested that he give me a call to discuss brainstorming ideas for the 50th anniversary at the Hawk, which was a poodle skirt, fabulous evening, and I ended up chairing the event. And I learned, at that point my eyes were opened, and I realized, oh my goodness, what the incredible work that this Y is able to do in our community for helping those in need. As somebody has already said, nobody is turned away for membership, for summer camps. A day is when I hear on the other end of the phone, yes. And when I hear yes, and I know that somebody gets it, it just makes me so excited. Well, in 2009, that yes came in on a check that was left in my mailbox. It had so many zeros on it, I had to sit down because I had to digest the meaning of this check, of this gift from a caring, thoughtful friend who believed in the Y as much as I did. This gift turned out to be the largest single donor gift ever received by the Strong Kids campaign. 2011, Beyond These Walls. Heather and Daryl invited me in to hear about their new strategic plan. And this new strategic plan involved, remember, a year earlier, this donor had been invited to come to the Y and with her daughter to be acknowledged and to be thanked and to ask questions and to ask them, why are you so involved in the Y? What does it mean for you? But they had their own questions. What is the Y doing for families that cannot access the Rebecca location? Is there transportation to bring them here? Is there an opportunity to bring them programs to them? Heather and Daryl listened and knew this idea had to become a reality. If you look outside the window, you will see a van. The YMCA now has a van, and this van goes to the 4 different priority neighborhoods that have been identified through the YMCA. And programs are being brought beyond these walls to these priority neighborhoods. People are being brought now to this Y. And this is because somebody listened, somebody believed, and somebody believed that it was important to make a difference to families, just like I do. This was another one of my defining moments. Now we have skateboard parks. We have basketball games set up in these 4 different priorities. I don't know if any of you know this program called TAG. TAG stands for Together as Girls. And there are lots of girls, teenage girls, who have been bullied, who have lost their self-esteem. Sending kids to day camp, but there's another camp. This is a camp for 2 weeks that sends kids to wilderness and leadership camp. And it's a 1 week at Valence Park, but then they're taken to Muskoka, and they're taught how to have portage and how to learn lifetime skills. And these are kids that would not have had that opportunity. There may be 15,000 people in Oakville that live below the poverty line. And we may never, ever, ever be able to get to these 15,000 people. But just like the fellow that was on the beach, and he came across the starfish, and he came across lots of starfish, and as each wave came crashing on the shore, he took that starfish and he threw it out because he knew that he was making a difference. He knew that he wasn't going to be able to get to all of the starfish on the beach, but he knew that he could at least help some, just like we can help some as well. My defining moments are the ones that come about because of the roles I choose to play, the roles that help make a difference in the lives of others. These roles not only help others, but in the process, these roles have enriched my life and they have made me who I am today. I want to thank the Y. I want to thank Peter Campbell and Ruth Ann Winter for believing in me and for giving me the opportunity to play a role in the Oakville YMCA story. I want to thank all of my donors, and many of them, I call them my donors, and many of them are here today, for, like me, listening to my story, and for believing in the Y, and for choosing to help change a life, to help change a path, and to inspire hope and respect and dignity to so many who would not have the chance otherwise. Volunteers can take on many roles. Each role has the power to touch what I can to impart hope with my passion, my compassion, and my gratitude. Thank you for listening.
Just the way you are, and when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day.